Hey there, it's great to have you here. In this video, we're going to talk about the 5 key LinkedIn mistakes that most business owners make when it comes to their LinkedIn profile. If you're new to me, my name is Amy Smith. I'm a LinkedIn marketing specialist and a business coach, and I'm the founder of the In-Demand Coach and Consultant program, where we help coaches and consultants to get the most amount of financial freedom, flexibility, and fulfillment in their businesses. So let's dive in. For many people, after training over 1,500 people on LinkedIn and in their business and their careers, what I've found for many people is that when it comes to their LinkedIn profile, it's not generating the amount of leads and the amount of clients that they would love in their businesses. So if that's you, and if you're wanting to use LinkedIn for business to start to generate some new clients, particularly those premium clients that are out there, then this will be really, really useful for you. So there are a few key mistakes that a lot of people are making right now. So number one is when we actually look at your LinkedIn profile, the headline is one of the first things that we see. So mistake number one is actually just having your job title as the headline. What we want to start thinking about with LinkedIn is you want to start thinking beyond your job title. So as an example, if you're a founder or a CEO or an executive coach, or maybe you're a leadership consultant or a speaker, then for many people, that's all they would put on their LinkedIn headline is simply their job title of what they do or how they would name themselves. And so what I would support you to do, and what I'd encourage you to do, is really think beyond your job title and really start to expand your LinkedIn headline to include a few things around how you do it, or some of the activities that you do, or looking at some credibility points that you can have in there as well. For example, with mine, I have a bit more of an action statement or a doing statement around how we help people and what we do. So thinking beyond just your job title on LinkedIn is really going to help you to start to utilize more keywords in your profile. And the reason why that is so important is because LinkedIn is very SEO friendly. It loves keywords, it loves SEO friendly keywords for the kind of search results that you're wanting to show up in. So when you get this right, when you get your headline right, and you're thinking beyond your job title, it's going to help you to rank a lot higher on the search results than some of your competitors and peers. So that is number one. Number two is really looking at making sure that you have an about section or a summary section in your profile. Now, I get it. For many of us, it can feel a little bit uncomfortable, or you might feel a little bit apprehensive about talking about yourself. Or maybe you're struggling to find the right words to say, or really unsure about your message and whether it's really hitting the mark with your clients and your future clients. Or maybe you're attracting some clients, but they're not really the kind of clients that you want to be working with. So this is really key. Having an about section, having a summary section of your LinkedIn profile is prime real estate where you get to share your story. You get to build trust, you'll build credibility, and allow people to relate to you and get to know you a little bit as well. And so that's why it's really important to have an about section or a summary. So a big mistake I see a lot of people making is just being a little bit intimidated, or maybe a little bit afraid or unsure about what to say. And so they tend to just skip it all together. So I would support you to not do that on LinkedIn. Make sure you have a fully populated profile. Number 3 is not having any visual media on your profile. So we all learn in different ways. Many of us are visual, a lot of people can be auditory. Whatever it is for you, we have to appeal to different people's needs and different ways that people learn. And so we have visual media as a way that you can actually communicate your message on LinkedIn. And it's one of the things that's really underutilized on the platform. And in fact, when LinkedIn did a study, they found that if you have visual media on your profile will naturally be viewed 21 times more than someone else that doesn't have any visual media. So having visual media, a key area that you can look at this for is your cover image up the top, also your profile picture, and there's many other places that you can populate some media on your profile as well. So have a look and make sure you're appealing visually to people as well as just through the written word on your LinkedIn profile. Mistake number 4 is not having any recommendations on your profile. So for many of us as coaches and consultants, one of the best things that can happen for us is when our clients get great results, they get great outcomes from working with us, and they share it with others. So it's simply thinking about this in terms of word of mouth or referrals, but having a really good place to showcase the results and the outcomes you're getting for your clients and creating what's known as social proof. So when we have social proof, what it does is it builds up trust and credibility rapidly with people that don't yet know us, and LinkedIn recommendations is a great way to do that. So for some of you, there's probably some people right now out in your network of people that you've worked with before that you could reach out to and say, could you just write a few kind words about me on my profile? And that's going to really help from a LinkedIn point of view to really populate your profile, help you to rank higher on the search results in LinkedIn, so it looks like you have a more complete profile in the eyes of LinkedIn, but also for people that are coming across you for the very first time, you're building instant trust and credibility. So if you're looking for some examples, if you're looking for some templates on best ways to do this, jump on over to my LinkedIn profile and there's some there for you. So have a look at some of those as some examples. Number 5. One of the biggest mistakes, and I've left the best to last, one of the biggest mistakes I find with LinkedIn is it's really underutilized in terms of people's activity. If you're not active, if you are what I call a bit of a LinkedIn lurker, where you're a little bit behind the scenes, then it's time to get out there, it's time to be a little bit more active. And look, I totally get it. There was a time on LinkedIn when I first was getting started and I was really worried about what other people might think of me. I was worried about being judged or not sounding smart enough or not looking professional enough on the platform, and all of these things were going through my head as well. But what I found is I sort of pushed through that and I moved through that, and many of the fears and doubts that I actually had didn't actually come to fruition anyway. And what actually happened was I was able to build my own LinkedIn connections to over 28,000 connections on the platform, and everything started to snowball from there. So it's often just taking that first step to be unafraid to put yourself out there and not making these really simple mistakes on your profile, which is going to really help you to boost the results, to generate some leads, build your brand and build your business using LinkedIn. So just to recap, number 1 is thinking beyond your job title. So not just having your headline there, not just your job title. I want you to think beyond your job title. Or number 2 is making sure that you have visual media and that you have not skipped the summary sections. That's kind of number 2 and number 3 for you, all in there. Making sure that you're talking about yourself, you're communicating your message in different ways on LinkedIn. Number 4 is making sure that we've got LinkedIn recommendations on there. Social proof is absolutely key in this day and age, so you need to have social proof on your profile. And number 5 is making sure that you're active and showing up on LinkedIn so people can get a sense of who you are and the person behind your profile. So if you found this useful, if you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and make sure to hit the bell and subscribe so you don't miss out on more LinkedIn and more business tips coming your way as well. It also makes sense to go and find me on LinkedIn because we've been talking about LinkedIn. So you can go and find me there. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram at Amy L. Smith Coach, and I look forward to seeing you next time.